IKhanWhisper here with another Cooking with Khan. Today we're going to be making some overnight oats. It was my first attempt at it, trying to eat healthier, and a big thing that helps with that is just meal prepping and having things like ready to go so you're not like tempted to just do something quick and easy and less healthy maybe. So I thought I'd try this out, see how it went, take you guys along with me on the journey. So I have a bunch of fruits here to cut up. Got apples, a pear, and strawberries. I actually bought some bananas too that I was intending to use, and for whatever reason when I filmed this I completely forgot about them. But yeah, I filmed this last week and made it again this past weekend. So I've done a bunch of different flavors now at this point. So yeah, we'll see what I do with these ones. But and these are some pretty solid flavor combos, but the week after that I finally did the banana one that I was planning, and I did some blueberry ones as well, and blueberry is really good too. I guess, yeah. And just cutting these into bite-sized chunks, which, you know, maybe ideally they'd be like half of this size, but this is good enough for me. This is convenient to cut them up into this size. So, that's still bite-sized chunks. So, if you're the one that's gonna be eating it, then just do what you want. So, put that over on our fruit plate. But yeah, so the plan for this first week, I was gonna do like an apple and cinnamon one, a pear and cinnamon one, a strawberry one. I was supposed to do, like I said, a banana and peanut butter one, which is good. That turned out well. I think that was one I ate for breakfast actually, and it was really good today. But yeah, I forget about the peanut butter and end up doing just like, or no, I forget about the banana and just do a peanut butter one. This pear, I bought it like that day and used it like immediately, so it's not the most ripe, but it's fine. It sounds crisp. Enjoy a nice bite of around the core of the pear real quick in between cutting this up. Alright, back to business here. And again, we'll just cut these into little strips and then into bite-sized chunks, or whatever you prefer. I should at some point try to make like chia seed pudding too, if and when I get tired of overnight oats. But it is super handy just to have something already prepared in the fridge that you can just grab and go, you know? And oatmeal is healthy. I guess. So, I guess as we're going through, I'll show you like what I use so that it's like, you know, low sugar and low fat this way. Or, you know, no added sugar, just sugar from fruit mainly. Or a little added sugar. I'll get into that later when we are actually assembling things, but you know, you can make this healthier depending on what yogurts and what other things you put into it. But you have a lot of flexibility in what kind of toppings and, you know, flavor and stuff you add in. So you cut the little hats off of the strawberries. I think I've said that before, but I don't know, whenever we would cut up strawberries when I was little, that would be my job, and I would just eat the little bit around the stem of all the ones that I cut off at the end. I'm just gonna line them up and do some little slivers. I don't think I've done it really that way before, but you know, it worked pretty well. Looks kind of cool too. So, you don't really need that many to make these with. And I mainly, you know, I looked at some like recipes and things to get some ideas and mainly get like the measurements of things that you add in. But I think most of them just had things as like toppings on top and not really as mix-ins. But yeah, I did it that way and it turned out fine. But yeah, it doesn't really take that much. Alright, on to finishing up our last strawberry there. And I have a lemon as well. Definitely want it for the apple and the pear to some extent, but I just squeeze some lemon on all of it, and just to prevent it from going, you know, brown, or it just preserves it. So if you're gonna, you know, I'm just doing a whole like work week's worth at once, so I don't want them getting brown and weird if I'm gonna need them later in the week. So here we're filling up the oats as the name overnight oats implies. That's a big part of it. That's the main substance of it. Just fill up, and we're making them like single serving style in mason jars. So a nice little container and way to portion it out. And these are old-fashioned oats, which is what you want to go for, and what's generally better. Anyway, the quick oats don't have like the outer casing or whatever on the oats, which is actually good for you part. Got some chia seeds in here. That'll help, you know, thicken things up a bit. And let me see. Yeah, just fill those jars. And I've been forgetting to say the quantities, but like half a cup of the old-fashioned oats, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and I'll just say what I used in this video, but you can reduce the quantities of these. I think this, especially with the mix-ins, actually makes quite a bit. I don't think you really need a full serving to be like a full mason jar that this ends up making. So, for the next week I reduced it a bit. But here, I got some skim milk. So, you have control of how much fat and sugar you end up with. So, but I usually do skim milk, but you can obviously do whatever you want, like 2% milk. And just fill up each of these mason jars. Actually, I like mason jars now. Never really did anything with them till fairly recently, but it's very useful to do a variety of things. Do stuff like this. I like dry, charred, some jerky to preserve it. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I put some like unflavored like alcohol and then put like fruits and stuff and flavored it. I think I did a video with that. So we got some like fat-free, sugar-free Greek yogurt. And you need a quarter of a cup, which I think I reduced that as well in the next iteration I did of this. Because a quarter of a cup seems like a lot. But I like Greek yogurt a lot. And I usually generally just buy the plain sugar-free and fat-free, and then you don't need that extra. You can just add your own honey or fruit or granola or whatever you want and make it as sweet as you want it. Remember when I was little, I was like, what's plain yogurt? I thought vanilla yogurt was plain yogurt. But that is not the case. But I don't know, I like it now. It definitely grows on you. And I know I showed it really quickly there, but that was maple syrup. So you can sweeten it a little bit with some maple syrup or honey. Honey would work great. Just a teaspoon. The actual recipes that I looked at said a tablespoon of syrup, which seemed a little excessive to me. But you just want to add a little bit of sweetness, but if you're doing like adding fruit and stuff, you don't need much anyway. But I was going to use honey or just a basic maple syrup, but I saw this one that was like bourbon barrel aged. And bourbon barrel aged is just kind of a buzzword. It seems like everything is bourbon barrel aged now, but so I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be that noticeable, but it really has a good flavor to it. It's you can definitely taste that flavor. So it's pretty cool. It's interesting. And doesn't take too long to assemble. And yeah, it's pretty easy. You can buy a bunch of the stuff in bulk, and like the oats and chia seeds and maple syrup, yogurt. Well, each week you probably just want to buy another yogurt and whatever fruit you want to add in. But I think this is a nice way to meal prep a healthy breakfast. So just mix those up, make sure everything's mixed together. The chia seed is distributed evenly, because those are gonna, both the oats and the chia seeds are gonna soak that up. So a lot of the recipes I saw just had it, as a topping, the fruit, but I wanted it mixed in, which I've seen some at the store. That's just a look at how it looks now, so it'll, it's still kind of liquidy, but it'll thicken up a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot to use the lemon up until now, I think, so got a little bit of squeeze, put it all mainly the apples. You really want to get them with a good coating, but just put it on everything. Doesn't hurt. So yeah, I bet this would be good with honey. My only concern with that instead of maple syrup is that with like cold yogurt and stuff, it might not want to mix in as well. Might like get a little harder. But probably be fine. Oh yeah, I was about to close it up, but I was like, maybe I'll leave it open so we can get a nice shot of them later, all lined up. So that's the apple one complete. And as you can see, once you add things as a mix-in, it definitely adds a lot to it. So a full jar is kind of a lot. I just gave it a little festive sprinkle, a little decoration on top of cinnamon, but I probably could have used a lot more. I think that flavor kind of got lost with how little there was. So on the next version of that I made, I put quite a bit more cinnamon in, but this was a trial run, so just testing the waters, seeing how involved it is to make and how it turned out. But strawberry works very well, blueberry is very good. I think maybe these particular pears, or pears in general, it wasn't super flavorful. I do like pears, but I think the yogurt and oatmeal and stuff kind of overpowered it, and it could have used more cinnamon. But yeah, I could keep trying different things. Maybe put pineapple in one. What else would be good? I don't know if grape would be good. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, yeah, maybe nutmeg and more cinnamon with the pear would have been good. I do like peanut butter in this. I don't know if you guys do, but usually do that a lot. I'll put maybe a tablespoon or something of peanut butter in a big bowl of oatmeal, mix that in, and that turns out really good, but I just like peanut butter. Oh yeah, one of the recipes I saw that was interesting was like a carrot cake one, where it had shredded carrot, coconut, shredded coconut, raisins, cinnamon, and vanilla extract, which I'm a fan of. Carrot cake. That seems like a lot of things I wouldn't normally put in oatmeal, but it's probably good. Oh yeah, there's the peanut butter going in, which I get reduced fat peanut butter, which I think tastes the same, but I guess I've never, lined them up and tried them side by side. But my wife was surprised that reduced fat peanut butter was even a thing that existed. And then I was curious to see how this would turn out. There's some peanuts in there, and it was okay, but I don't think it's worth doing. I was curious if they would soak up stuff too and maybe get a little softer, or if they stayed crunchy, maybe it would be a delightful crunch, but I don't really think it was worth it. That was the one that was kind of about. So, that was supposed to be the peanut butter banana one. But for some reason, my brain forgot about the banana sitting over there and was just like, oh, peanuts. I already have peanut butter. Why not peanuts? But, so as you can see, there's quite a bit of leftover, which I just put in a container and let my wife use them on her regular oatmeal she made. But yeah, see, they look pretty delicious in there. But yeah, just wanted to share this with you guys. And yeah, you just put the lid back on and seal them up. And they are ready to go. You can just grab them and they're ready to eat. So, you don't have to be tempted by picking up fast food or grabbing a snack bar, eating something unhealthy, or skipping breakfast. You should eat something for breakfast to hold you throughout the day. But yeah, here's a few shots from opening them up later in the week.